The future of the EU in economic and political terms remains still in the balance, not just for Greece, but for everywhere. I mean, for example, in the United Kingdom, we have great difficulties with the present relationship with Europe and wish to renegotiate many of the terms and the expenses of belonging to the European community. If you take Greece specifically, I'm not sure. It's a real problem to be integrated into the rest of Europe at a time of great economic stress. I mean, you've got here very high unemployment, and that induces social unrest. The kind of classical way of dealing with that problem, of course, is to devalue. That's impossible if you belong to the European community. So I think a change in that relationship with Europe for Greece and for many of the other countries will be needed. And the question is, will the reforms take place from within Europe? And if they don't, then there's a risk that the community in its present form will break up. It's all to play for.
Namely, in earlier times, it was easier to control 1 million people. Literally, it was easier to control 1 million people than physically to kill 1 million people. Today, it is infinitely easier to kill 1 million people than to control 1 million people.
I write books for all boys and girls, my students who will shape their future worlds. That's the purpose I travel the earth for. International institutions I work for. Little by little we unveil the crime. Revelation of the method will come in due time. Meantime, sit close to your TV while we manufacture your fake reality. I'll put my plans in a song, and as I destroy your way of life, I'll make you sing along. Educated well within your paradigm, but you have no clue you're a slave to maritime. Even if you think outside the bubble, I bet you've been convinced that I'm deeply troubled. Cause I said that on a CFR clip, but I hold all power with the superstar grip. Z-Big.
You and I both know Bill Clinton gave Arafat and the Palestinians everything they could have wanted.
Such a stunningly superficial knowledge of what went on that it's almost embarrassing to listen to you.
Pay attention to the glamour and the glitz if you want your world to keep spinning. Don't ask ridiculous questions to my minions. We molded your every opinion. You will cheer even if your team isn't winning. Very soon we will give you implantable chip to insert in your neck like an animal. Psychological, that is just part one. Then we use real big microwave harp gun. Z-Big, rock your bell. I should be arrested, investigated, and locked in a cell with no windows and caca on the wall. Forced to drink raccoon piss through a straw. Instead, I've been instructing your president. He'll be dead if he doesn't take his medicine. I groomed him for the job in Chicago. I got more connect than the mob. Anybody with half a brain should know that. I created Al-Qaeda for their blowback.
Psychopath extraordinaire. It's so easy.
Literally.
To murder 1 million.
To kill 1 million people.
Innocent people.
Literally.
Helpless children.
Today, it is infinitely easier.
I'm democratic response to Hank Kissinger. Not quite as famous, but a bit more shiftier. Helping you enjoy your paradigm fantasia. I engineered the domination of Eurasia. I must not tell lie when media asks why several million people must die. We will do whatever we deem clever to prevent the barbarians coming together. Cutting edge technology of the season. Manipulate emotion, control all reason. Z-Big Niv, not Z-Big News. That's Mr. Psycho to you. Disappear you quicker than I order pizza. You don't believe me? Ask my daughter Mika.
Americans know that Israel and the United States share common values, that we defend common interests, that we face common enemies. Iran's leaders know that too. You're the great Satan, we're the little Satan. For them, we are you and you are us. And you know something, Mr. President? At least on this last point, I think they're right. You're the great Satan, we're the little Satan.
I'll smash your teeth in, whore. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm out of control.